From the Baggiedome in the Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul. Minneapolis, I believe, would technically be the home of the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. And we are here for Game 7 between these two ball clubs. One in first place, tied for first, with a 5-1 record. It's this 1969 Detroit, or if you're Mike Ditka, Detroit Tigers from 1969, 1 year removed from their World Series title. And they are visiting the 1987 Minnesota Twins, tied for second place in the American League, just one game behind those Tigers. So the Tigers are at 5-1, the Twins are at 4-2. And we got a 3-game series starting tonight. Big one coming up. And it's an 18-game mini season, the dream season that I call it. And this is Game 7, so there are 4 series left. Both teams have, I shouldn't say that. The Twins have an interleague series coming up in their next series for games 10, 11, and 12. And then both teams finish up with American League rivals near the top, I'm assuming, of the standings, if that's where they land, because it's a flex schedule. So we should have a good 3-game series here. If the Twins take 2 of 3, they're tied for first. In fact, if they win tonight, they're tied for first. In the American League, let's look at the lineups. For the 1969 Detroit Tigers, Dick McAuliffe leads off at second base. Al Kaline bats second, right field. Jim Northrup bats third. He's the DH tonight. Bill Freehand bats fourth. He does the catching. Norm Cash bats fifth. He's the first baseman. Willie Horton bats sixth. He's in left field. Mickey Stanley bats seventh. He's in center field. Tom Matchik bats 8th. He is at shortstop. And Don Wirt bats 9th. He's at third base. On the mound for the 1969 Detroit Tigers is Earl Wilson. Earl is a 12-10 pitcher in 1969 with a 3.31 ERA. He had 35 starts for Mayo Smith and 214 innings pitched. He will be opposed by the following lineup for the 1987 Twins. Leading off in left field, it's Dan Gladden. Batting second at shortstop, it's Greg Gagne. Batting third in center field, Kirby Puckett. Batting fourth at first base, Kent Herbeck. Batting fifth at third base, Gary Gaetti. Batting sixth in right field, Tom Brunansky. Batting seventh and DH, Roy Smalley. Batting eighth and doing the catching, Sal Butera. And batting ninth and playing second base, it's Al Newman. On the mound for the 87 Twins tonight, it's Les Straker. Les was 8-10 with a .437 earned run average in 1987. 26 starts, 5 more appearances in relief, and 154 innings of work. Alrighty, I think that covers it pretty well. Straker finishing his warm-up tosses, Dick McAuliffe stepping into the batter's box. We are ready to go in the Baggiedome. And McAuliffe leads off the ball game with a walk, and he's aboard. Al Kaline comes to the plate with no outs and 1 on. Kaline hit .256 against righties in 1969, and Straker strikes him out on some gas. 1 gone in the first, 1 out, 1 on for Jim Northrup, the DH tonight. .283 against righties. More gas, and he struck him out. Straker's pumped up tonight, going for first place. Bill Freehand 2 outs. McAuliffe still on first. 279 for free on the season. And this is line to right, a base hit. McAuliffe takes second. McAuliffe takes third. And the Tigers have men at the corners for Cash. Norm Cash coming to the plate. 308 with a 389 on-base average for Cash against righties. Hey, strikes him out. Straker gets the side. Has a little trouble, but gets the side in the first. We go to the bottom of the first, and we're scoreless in the Twin Cities. Earl Wilson ready to go against Dan Gladden, Greg Gagne, and Kirby Puckett for the world champion Twins. Ground ball second base, McAuliffe will throw to Cash, and that retires Gladden for the first out in the bottom of the first inning. Gagne, 265 against righties. Greg grounds this one to short. It's Matchik who throws to Cash, and that's 2 gone. And now Kirby Puckett, the MVP in 87, or was it Trammell? No, I think it was Puckett. Pitch to Kirby. Hit in the air to left. Willie Horton's got room, and he'll take it for a 1-2-3 first inning. We go to the second, and we're scoreless in Minneapolis, St. Paul. Straker back on the mound. He gets Horton, Stanley, and Matchik in the top of the second. Willie, 242 against right-handers. Ground ball second base, Al Newman grabs it, throws to Herbeck, and there's 1 man out. Mickey Stanley. 250 against righties. Mickey draws a walk. He's aboard. Not too much of a threat to steal, but let's see what Butera's arm was looking like in 1987. Might have been a little bit on the ramen noodle side. And if I can grab the right chart, that would be good. Yeah, he might go. We'll see. Matchik at the plate. Stanley working on his lead. There's 1 man out in the top of the second. We are scoreless. Pitch to Tommy. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone. 4 strikeouts in an inning and 2/3 for Straker. And Don Wirt coming to the plate. Wirt, 240 against righties. He draws a walk. And once more, there's 2 on with 2 outs against Straker. In the first inning, the Tigers did it with singles. In the second inning, they're doing it with walks. But Straker's got his strikeout pitch going. McAuliffe at bat. Stanley at second. Wirt at first. There's 2 men out. McAuliffe hit 268 against righties. He walks McAuliffe, and the bases are dripping with Tigers right now. 2 outs, but they're loaded for K-line. Tom Kelly, uneasy in the Twins dugout. K-line struck out in the first inning. Hit in the air to center. Kirby Puckett towards left center will make the catch, and that retires the Tigers, who have stranded 5 in the first 2 innings, but not scored. Go to the bottom of the second. Earl Wilson's back out to face Herbeck, Gaetti, and Bernansky for the world champions. Herbeck hit 310 against righties. And he grounds this one to third. It's Wirt on the backhand. Throws across the diamond to Cash, and there's 1 gone. Gary Gaetti, 266 against righties. Hit in the air to center. Mickey Stanley towards right center on the run, but we'll get there, and that's 2 gone. And now Tom Brunansky, 273 against righties. Hey, struck him out. First strikeout for Wilson. That retires the Twins 6 up and 6 down against Earl Wilson so far. We're scoreless going to the 3rd inning. Coming up against Straker will be Northrup, Freehand, and Cash, the meat of the Tiger order. And Jimmy Northrup grounds this one to Gagne at short. He throws to Herbeck, and there's 1 man gone in the 3rd. Bill Freehand, 1 for 1 on the day. Hey, base hit up the middle for Freehand. He's 2 for 2. Straker not pitching a masterpiece, but he is pitching a shutout so far. Cash, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Freehand at first. There's 1 man out. Cash, a double play target if they can get him to hit it on the ground. This is grounded to Gaetti. Gaetti goes to Newman for 1, and whoa, look at the takeout by Freehand. He knocked him into left field. Cash beats the rap at first base. It's a fielder's choice. So with 2 outs, Freehand is replaced by Cash at first base. Horton comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Hit in the air to center. Kirby Puckett coming in a few steps and makes the catch. Tigers retired, 6 stranded in the first 3 innings for Detroit. Earl Wilson gets the bottom 3rd of the Twins' order in the bottom of the 3rd. Smalley, Butera, and Newman. Roy, 277 against righties on the season. And he strikes him out for Earl Wilson's 2nd strikeout of the day. Sal Butera comes up. Sal, 135 against righties. And it's a hanger driven to left and deep. Horton back to the track, to the wall. He's got it, and it's a long out for Sal Butera. 2 outs and nobody on for Al Newman. 178 against righties for Newman. Blooped in the air to right. K-line charging. Will get there. And that retires the Twins. It's 9 up, 9 down for Wilson in the first 3 innings. We go to the 4th, and we're scoreless in a battle for first place in Minnesota. Straker gets the bottom 3rd of the Tigers' order in the top of the 4th. It's Stanley, Matchik, and Wirt. Mickey is no official at bats. He walked in the 2nd. This one is grounded to 3rd. That's Gaetti. He gloves it and throws across to Herbeck for the first out of the 4th inning. Matchik struck out in the 2nd in his only at bat. Tommy grounds this one to Gagne. Greg throws to Herbeck, and that's 2 gone. And now Wirt. Les Straker on the cusp of his first 1-2-3 inning of the day. Wirt walked in the 2nd. And I spoke too soon. He walks Wirt again, and we're going to the top of the order with Dick McAuliffe with 2 outs and Wirt on first. McAuliffe has walked twice on the day. Has good power. 11 dongs in just about half a season. Hiss is hitting the air to left. Gladden charging and will get there for the out. That retires the Tigers in the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless. Earl Wilson now gets the top of the Twins order. Gladden, Gagne, and Puckett in the bottom of the fourth. Gladden strokes it to center, but Stanley is there right in his tracks. One gone. 10 in a row for Earl Wilson to start this game. Greg Gagne 0 for 1. Hit in the air to right. K-line towards the line. Does make the catch. 2 gone and 11 in a row for Wilson to get the game going. Puckett's 0 for 1. Kirby lines a base hit up the middle, and the no-hitter's gone. So is the perfect game. And with 2 outs, it's Herbeck with Puckett at first. Herbie 0 for 1 on the day. Wilson to the belt, checks Puckett, pitch home. This is hit to second. That's McAuliffe. Let's see. Here we go. This will get through. McAuliffe cannot get there on the turf. The carpet's too quick for Dick. It's a base hit. Puckett will stop at second. And it's first and second with 2 outs for Gaetti, who can do a lot of damage. He had 31 dongs on the season. Wilson to the belt. Checks Puckett at second. The pitch home to Gaetti is a hanger. It's a hanger. Gaetti swings and delivers a base hit. That's left field. Horton coming up with the throw. It will be cut off. And Puckett scores the first run of the ball game. Herbeck stops at second. And it's first and second again. But 1-0 Twins in the bottom of the fourth. Brunansky coming to the plate. 0 for 1 for Tom on the day. They'd love to get another one. Herbeck working on his lead. Wilson to the belt. Checks Herbeck at second. The pitch home to Brunansky is blooped over Dick McAuliffe's head. A base hit. Here comes Herbeck. He will be held at third as K-line charges and makes a strong throw to the plate. The bases are dripping, and it's Roy Smalley coming to the plate. 2 outs, 4 consecutive singles for the Twins, and they have a 1-0 lead. Wilson in trouble. Smalley at the plate with a .356 on base average. Wilson to the belt. The pitch to Roy Smalley. Stroke to right. K-line to right center. He makes the catch, and that retires the Twins in the fourth. But 4 hits. They leave 3 and score 1. It's 1-0 Twins after 4 in the Baggiedome. For the Tigers, it's K-line, Northrup, and Freehand coming up against Straker in the top of the fifth. K-line is 0 for 2. Base hit to left. And the Tigers have something going. Northrup is 0 for 2. Hanger for Straker. Hanger for Straker. Hit deep to right. Brunansky towards the foul pole and off the foul pole. Northrup has left the building. So has Elvis. It's 2-1 Tigers. And, boy, this is back and forth. 2-1 Tigers in the top of the fifth. Nobody out. Freehand coming to the plate. He's 2 for 2. Hanger again. Line drive, base hit, right center. Puckett cuts it off. Freehand's 3 for 3. Cash coming to the plate. Tom Kelly is on the bullpen phone. Steve Carlton is warming up in the bullpen, and so is George Frazier. I think that he is. Wait a minute, let me check. Here we go. There's Carlton. Carlton and Frazier throwing in the Twins bullpen. Cash at the plate, 0 for 2 with a whiff on the day. Freehand takes a 1.5-step lead. The pitch to Cash is grounded to second. That's Newman. He goes to short for 1, and that's all they're going to get. It's a fielder's choice as Cash beats the rap at first. 1 on with 1 out now for Horton, who's 0 for 2. Stanley is on deck. The pitch from Straker. It's a base hit for Horton. It's a base hit for Willie Horton. Cash will stop at second. There's 1 out for Stanley. Straker is laboring. 0 for 1 for Stanley with a walk on the day. Straker to the belt, checks Cash at second. The pitch home is a base hit for Mickey Stanley. This will score Cash. It's 3-1. Horton stops at second base. It's 3-1 with Matchik coming to the plate, and here comes Tom Kelly. He has seen enough. So in the top of the 5th, he's making a change. He wants Steve Carlton to pitch to Matchik. Here are Carlton's numbers on the 87 season. 32 games, 21 starts, with a .574 earned run average and a 6-14 record and 152 innings. Yeah. So Frazier is still warming in the bullpen. Carlton is in to face the lefty Matchik. Don Wirt is on deck. There's 1 man out. Horton is at second. Stanley is at first. Carlton to the belt. And the pitch to Matchik. Grounded to second. That's Newman, who goes to Gagne for 1, to Herbeck for 2, and Steve Carlton gets a inning-ending, soul-crushing, rally-killing double play off the bat of Tommy Matchik. But the Tigers score 3 on 5 hits and leave 2, and take a 3-1 lead going to the bottom of the 5th. It's Sal Butera, Al Newman, and Dan Gladden coming up for the Twins. Butera's 0 for 1 with a long flyout in the 3rd. This is hit to left, but not as deep. Willie Horton's got plenty of room, and there's 1 gone in the 5th. Newman, 0 for 1. Ground ball first, gloved by Cash. He's going to take it unassisted for the 2nd out of the inning, and now Dan Gladden. Gladden's 0 for 2. Twins down by 2 at 3-1. Pitch to Gladden is grounded to short. Gloved by Matchik. He throws to Cash, and it's a 1-2-3 recovery inning for Earl Wilson. We go to the 6th. Tigers 3, Twins 1 in Minnesota. Carlton's strolling back out for his first full inning of work. It'll be Wirt, McAuliffe, and Kaline. If anybody gets on, Northrup to face the man they call Lefty. Carlton the wind, the pitch to Wirt. Grounded to second. This is Newman. He throws to Herbeck, and there's one gone. McAuliffe. McAuliffe did not like lefties, but it wasn't as bad yet as it would be later in his career. 0 for 1 on the day with a pair of walks. This one is grounded to short. Greg Gagne throws to Herbeck, and there's two gone. 2 up, 2 down for K-line. Carlton to the wind. The 42-year-old lefty throws and walks the Hall of Famer K-line, which will bring up Northrup. Northrup, 316 in a reverse split against lefties in 69. 1 for 3 with a 2-run dong on the day for Jim. Hit in the air to center. Puckett driven back a few steps, but he does have room, and that will retire the Tigers in the 6th. We've played 5.5. It's Detroit 3, Minnesota 1. It's Gagne, Puckett, and Herbeck to face Wilson in the bottom of the 6th. Greg, 0 for 2 on the day. Hit in the air to center. Mickey Stanley will get there, and there's one gone. Puckett's 1 for 2. He has scored the Twins' only run on the day. He struck him out. That's 2 gone, and now Herbeck, 1 for 2. I want to like Herbeck. I really do. I want to like him. But the whole Ron Gant thing, I'm just having trouble with it. 1 for 2 for Herbeck. Grounded to second. McAuliffe flips to Cash. It's a 1-2-3-6 for Wilson. We go to the 7th. Tigers 3, Twins 1 in a game that is a big one for both teams. Maybe a little bigger for the Twins, although, I don't know. We're getting late here in the season for both teams. Freehan is 3 for 3. It's Freehan, Cash, and Horton in the Tigers' 7th. And it's a base hit to left for Freehan. He's 4 for 4. Can you believe it? Cash comes up 202 only against right-handers. Against left-handers for Norm. 0 for 3 on the day. A run scored, a whiff. Carlton to the belt, the pitch home. He walked him. 2 on. And nobody out for Horton. And here comes Tom Kelly. He wants Frazier. Actually, he doesn't, but he'll take him. Frazier coming on to replace Carlton. Carlton gave his skipper 1 2/3 innings of work, 1 hit, 2 walks, no strikeouts, no runs, no home runs, no runs so far. 2 runners are his responsibility on the base paths at the moment. Frazier, a long man, even though it says short here on his card. 54 games, 81 innings, 5-5 record with a 498 earned run average. Now Smithson and Atherton are going to start warming up in the Twins bullpen. Kelly does not want to let this get out of hand. And the Tigers bullpen does have some arsonists in there, so if the fire gets started, watch out. It can turn into the towering inferno before you know it. Willie Horton is 1 for 3. There's nobody out in the 7th. Frazier to the belt. Checks Freehan at second base. Pitch home to Willie. struck him out. One gone. Wow, that's a big one. That's a big one. Now it's Mickey Stanley. 1 for 2 with a walk for Mickey on the day. Pitch home. He walks Stanley. Wow, how many walks have they given today? As a staff, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 walks for the Tigers, and they've only scored 3 times. Magic coming up. Bullpen not ready. Frazier to the belt. Bases dripping with Tigers. 1 man out. The infield is in. Magic at the plate. The pitch home. Got a reroll. Grounded to second. Grounded to second. Newman throws to Butera for 1. Butera back to Herbeck for a double play. They double up Magic. It's a 4-2-3 double play to end the 7th. It's an unusual, soul-crushing, rally-killing double play, and the Twins get out of a major, major jam. The Tigers have now left 13 batters in 7 innings, 13 base runners in 7 innings. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and somehow, some way, they're still in this game, 3-1. Time to stretch them out at the Baggiedome. Gaetti, Brunansky, and Smalley will come up for the Twins against Wilson. Earl Wilson has retired the last 7 in a row. Gaetti in there to lead off the pitch. Grounded to short, that's Magic. He throws to Cash, and there's 1 gone. Brunansky, 1 for 2. Base hit up the middle. Brunansky's aboard. And now Smalley, who's 0 for 2 with a whiff. Butera's on deck. Will they let him bat? That's a question. 0 for 2 for Smalley, the pitch. Smalley, trouble. This one is in the right center field gap. It's going to split Kaline and Stanley. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Brunansky will be waved. He will score. They fumble the relay and throw for Smalley at third. He is safe, sliding. And with 1 out, the Twins have the tying run 90 feet away. Well, that changes the complexion here. It's 3-2 Tigers. But the Twins are 90 feet from tying this thing. Wilson in trouble. Mayo Smith on the phone to get some action going in the bullpen. John Hiller, Fred Lasher. Double-barreled action in the Tiger bullpen. Butera will be allowed to bat. The Tigers infield will play back. Wilson to the belt, checks Smalley at third. The pitch home. Butera's not bunting. And he's swinging away for a base hit. He drives home a run. 135 against righties, comes through and drives home Smalley. We are tied at 3. Mayo Smith wants to talk to his pitcher. Mostly he wants to give his bullpen time to warm up. And Earl Wilson is dying out there. Now Al Newman will be allowed to bat. Butera at first. 1 man out. Wilson to the belt, checks Butera, the pitch home to Newman. Slap to center, but Stanley is charging. Stanley dives, and Stanley makes the catch. There's 2 gone with Butera retreating to first base. Now Gladden is up with Butera on first. 2 runs in. We got a tie game at 3. Wilson to the belt. The pitch to Gladden. A base hit for Dan Gladden. This one goes to left field. Butera will stop at second. It's first and second now for Gagne and 2 outs. Puckett looms in the on-deck circle, and that's going to do it for Earl Wilson. Mayo Smith wants the bullpen, and it's going to be Fred Lasher, the side armor, to face Gagne in the bottom of the 7th. Butera is at second. Gladden is at first. And Lasher will be replaced in the bullpen, by Daryl Patterson. The Tigers have just stranded way too many runners, and they've allowed the Twins to creep back into this thing. It's a brand new ball game in the 7th. Greg Gagne can put the Twins ahead. The lead run is 180 feet away in the person of Sal Butera. Gagne's 0 for 3. Lasher to the belt. The pitch home. It's a hanger. It's a hanger. Gagne swings. Deep to left. Horton back. Horton to the wall. And for the second time, Willie Horton catches one at the wall. One more biscuit for breakfast, and Greg Gagne gets a 3-run dong, but not this time. Lasher comes through, in a manner of speaking, and gets the Tigers out of the jam. We've played 7 and decided nothing in Minnesota. It's 3-3. Leading off for the Tigers in the 8th will be Wirt, McAuliffe, and Kaline. We have new relievers in the bullpen now, Schatzeder and Berenguer. Double-barreled action, lefty and righty. We're in the 8th. Wirt 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. Will be allowed to bat. Frazier, the wind, the pitch is a base hit for Wirt to right field. John Wirt is 1 for 2 now, and he is aboard. That'll bring up McAuliffe. Wirt is at first. There's 1 man out. Frazier to the belt. The pitch, McAuliffe is bunting. And gets it down. Herbeck's got it, flips to Newman, and the runner, Wirt, moves up to second base. So with 1 out, Kaline will be the batter. Northrup is on deck. Do they want Berenguer? Yes, they do. They want Berenguer to replace Frazier. Here comes Tom Kelly. With 1 out in the 8th, Frazier is done. And Berenguer comes in, and Jeff Reardon replaces Berenguer next to Schatzeder, warming up in the bullpen. Berenguer, 8-1 with a 394 earned run average in 1987, 47 games, 112 innings pitched, 6 starts, and 4 saves. K-Line is 1 for 3 with a run scored, a walk, and a whiff, and can drive in the go-ahead run for the Tigers with a base hit. Wirt is working on his leadoff. Berenguer to the belt. And quite a belt it is, if you remember Juan Berenguer. The pitch to K-Line. Base hit K-Line. Base hit K-Line. Now, where does this one go? This one goes to left field. Drops in front of Gladden. Here comes Wirt. He will score, and it's 4-3 Tigers in the 8th. K-Line settles for a single. There's one man out, and now Northrup is up. Northrup 1 for 4 with a dong in the 5th. The pitch to left towards the line. Gladden on the run. He will get there and makes the catch. He turns and throws into Gagne. K-Line retreats to first. There's 2 men out for Freehand. Bill is 4 for 4. I said Bill Freehand is 4 for 4. Berenguer to the belt. Checks K-Line the pitch. He walked him. Bill Freehand's reached base 5 times. And now Norm Cash will come to the plate. Schatzeder is ready if they want him. They're going to leave Berenguer in there. Oh for 3 for Cash, a run scored, a walk, and a whiff. Base hit Cash. Here comes K-Line. He will score, and it's 5-3. Freehand goes to third. It's men at the corners and 2 outs for Horton. Reardon sits down. Atherton gets back up as this thing starts to get out of hand again on Minnesota. Horton, 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Men at the corners, infield back with 2 outs. 2 runs have scored. It's 5-3 Tigers. Grounded to second. Newman flips to Gagne covering second. The short wave for the out, and that retires the Tigers in the 8th. But they scored 2 runs to go ahead on 2 hits and leave 2. 3 hits, and leave 2. After 7.5, it's the Tigers 5, the Twins 3. Lasher coming back out for the 8th to face Puckett, Herbeck, and Gaetti, the meat of the Twins order. 5-3 Tigers. Kirby is 1 for 3 with a whiff and a run scored. Pitch to him. He struck him out. 1 gone in the 8th. Herbeck. Lasher gets him. The pitch. Hit deep. It's a hanger. Herbie. Base hit. Right field. He's on with Gaetti coming to the plate. And now Don McMahon is going to start throwing in place of Patterson in the bullpen for the Tigers. Don McMahon is 128 years old in 1969 and still pitching. And he had a couple years to go yet. In fact, I don't think Don McMahon was ever a baby. I think he came out of the womb at least 35 years old. Gary Gaetti is 1 for 3 with a ribby. He is the tying run at the plate. Lasher to the belt, checks Herbeck at first. The pitch home. Grounded to Wirt. Wirt goes to McAuliffe for 1. The relay to first, not in time as Gaetti beats the wrap. So with 2 outs, now Gaetti is at first, and Bernansky comes to the plate. Lasher hanging on for dear life, 2 for 3 for Bernansky. That's it. Mayo Smith is coming to the mound, and he wants Lasher gone. Don McMahon and his 128-year-old right arm are coming in. Lasher pitched 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no runs. So that does it for Lasher. Here comes McMahon. 34 innings, 11 saves, 34 games, 11 saves, 37 innings, 3-5 with a 389 earned run average. Not bad when you're actually older than dirt. Bernansky 2 for 3 with a run scored, a strikeout, and Gary Gaetti at first base. Bernansky is the tying run. He had 32 bombs on the season. McMahon's got to be careful. Pitch to him. He walked him. Ball 4, and Gaetti moves up to second base. Bernansky is down at first. Smalley tripled in the 7th. He's 1 for 3. Butera is on deck. They could go to Hiller and force a change, but that would bring on Baylor. Do they want Hiller to face Baylor or Smalley to face McMahon? They're going to have Smalley face McMahon, leave McMahon right where he is, and see what happens. Gaetti at second, Bernansky at first. The Twins are down by 2. Smalley is the lead run in the game. Bottom of the 8th, 5-3 Tigers. McMahon to the belt, the pitch to Smalley. Grounded to second, gloved by McAuliffe, goes to Matchick. And that retires the Twins in the 8th. We're going to the 9th. Excuse me, I haven't vaped enough today. We're going to the 9th, bottom 3rd of the order coming up for the Tigers. 5-3 Detroit. Berenguer is on to face Stanley, Matchick, and Wirt. And Tom Kelly is hoping, hold him right there. Atherton and Schatzeder have been throwing for about 4 years in the bullpen. Stanley is 1 for 2 with a pair of walks. Hey, strikes him out, 1 gone in the 9th. Matchick has hit into 2 double plays and struck out in this ball game. He is in there now against Berenguer. Hey, struck him out, and that finishes an 0 for 5 for Matchick. And now Wirt with 2 outs and nobody on. Don grounds 1 to Gagne. He throws to Herbeck, and that retires, excuse me, that retires the Tigers in the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th. This is it for game 1 of the series. It's put up or shut up time. Don McMahon and his 4,000-year-old arm are on the mound. John Hiller is in the bullpen. Butera, Newman, and Gladden are due, and we're going to see all kinds of pinch hitters for Minnesota. So, leading off will be Randy Bush. Excuse me. Pinch hitting for Butera will be Randy Bush. He is a left-handed pinch hitter, DH, outfielder, and hit .254 with a .342 on base average in 1987. He was their left-handed DH in most of the playoffs and World Series. Butera ends his day 1 for 3 with a very improbable single, driving in Smalley with what was then the tying run in the bottom of the 7th. McMahon winds the pitch to Bush. Hit in the air to left. Willie Horton coming on, and he will make the play. That's 1 gone. Another pinch hitter coming out for Minnesota. It's going to be Don Baylor pinch hitting for Al Newman. Newman 0 for 3 on the day. Baylor in 87, .233 against righties with a .364 on base average. Don McMahon faced Baylor's grandfather when he was a rookie. The pitch grounded to short. This is Magic. Throws to Cash, and that's 2 gone. And now Dan Gladden. Dan Gladden 1 for 4 on the day. If he can get on, Gagne will be up. If they both get on, Puckett. McMahon winds, and the pitch, and hit in the air to right. Kaline on the run, but he will get there, and that will end the ball game. The Tigers win this one, game 1 of the 3-game series, 5-3. Let's go through the key info for you for the victorious and visiting 1969 Tigers. 5 runs, 11 hits, and they committed no errors. For the vanquished 1987 Twins, 3 runs on 9 hits, and they committed no errors. Winning pitcher, Earl Wilson. Losing pitcher, Les Straker. No, they tied it. The losing pitcher is George Frazier. It's the 1981 World Series all over again. And the save goes to McMahon. That makes the Tigers now 6-1 and in first place in the American League. And the Twins dropped to 4-3, which I believe puts them in 3rd. But there are 2 games left in this 3-game series, and a lot can change, and probably will. So, with that, I thank you for joining me. My name is Kurt Berglund. Please click like and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of the Payoff Pitch Dream Season baseball action. Got some great pennant races coming up, and in fact, going on right now. 26 of my favorite Payoff Pitch teams doing battle. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great night. And so long, everybody.